Michael, it is really fun to see you get excited about different products. You can't hide that authentic smile of yours. Make it so real for us. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, Michael. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all of you being here with me. Um, Appreciate all the support as always. 2023 has been a very, very hard year with a lot of work from me. I will be honest about the fact that 2023, um, as productive as I have been and as hardworking as I have been, it really has taken a um, I wouldn't call it a toll, but it has definitely impacted my overall well being. Okay, and again, look at me sharing this with you today. Okay, but I want to keep it real. Um, I have had to work my regular job. I have had to travel a lot to cover shows. I have had to connect with you on consultation services. If you are interested in doing a consultation, again, email me at jaceaudiolab.com. Go to my website and look into the tab that says consultation services. Okay. And then maybe you and I can have a one on one. But anyway, so all those things, the consultation services, my family, my commitments, everything that goes around me. Um, Let me just pause and say, I've worked my you know what off this year, more than I ever thought. And it has been very fruitful, but I will say it has also impacted my health. Now, I've never said this before, but I want to say that um, the constant go, 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 the constant what can I be doing for the channel, the constant don't fall asleep because you always have to be thinking about content, is something that can definitely lead to anxiety because you're restless all the time. You're also looking at your phone all the time because you posted a video and somebody had something to say and the comments are being thrown out there, or another YouTuber made a video about you, or all the forums or all these links that are sent to me. It definitely takes a toll on my health. And I think a lot of YouTubers do a piss poor job at being transparent about this. I think it affects a lot of us YouTubers. Of course, some more than others. But this year, I also feel like I haven't taken good care of myself physically as much as I should. And that's because of how much I'm working. That's because I start really early at like 8 in the morning, all the way through like 5 p.m. I get my daughter at 5 p.m., come back home. Then by the time I realize I have to start shooting content. I have to start editing the videos that you guys see through the week. Then it's dinner time. Then, shower time or whatnot. And then by the time I realize it's 10 p.m. So I have worked from 8 o'clock in the morning all the way through 10 p.m., only to do it all over again the next day and the next day and the next day. So it really catches up to you. Over time, I think it begins to wear on you. Okay. Most of you have no clue how difficult it can be to build a business from the ground up, like I've been doing, while still doing multiple other things that you need to in order to stay afloat, in order to pay your bills, in order to um, go up the next level financially speaking. Okay, if you must know, YouTube does not pay me enough to be here. Okay, full transparency. I can't even buy. I could probably pay my electric bill with what I earn from YouTube. Yeah, I can probably pay my electric bill here in the home, in my house, with what I earn on YouTube. It's not a lot of money, folks. YouTube does not pay a lot of money. It's not enough for me to justify the level of work that I'm putting in. Okay. And so when you look at me and when you look at other YouTubers, right, that are people that you follow, and then you start to look at the fact that maybe they have a sponsorship here, maybe they are selling shirts, maybe they're selling hats, maybe they're, I don't know, maybe they have something on the side they're doing, right, to generate revenue. Folks, that's because this doesn't pay enough. There is not enough being made here from YouTube, from the views. Okay, we would need to have a lot more subscribers. We would need to be up there in the 300,000 to really make an okay living. Okay, but the truth is, most of us who are at this level when it comes to subscribership, most of us don't make enough to quit our jobs, don't make enough to, um, you know, dedicate ourselves 100% to this. So I know you have no way of saying of seeing these things. I know you have no way of understanding it. I'm sharing it with you today. YouTube does not pay me enough, and so I have to create other streams of revenue to make it worth my time. I use this flat platform, number one, to have a voice, to communicate and connect with you guys, and number two, of course, to build relationships, because as you keep growing your following, right? Yeah, other brands notice you, and that's how you get discovered, and that's how you have a little more leverage to have conversations with brands, to acquire equipment for a review, to in case I need service and something broke, well, the brand knows me, so I can send the product and they'll take care of me. That's the help that YouTube generates me. Financial reward is not here. Financial reward doesn't exist from YouTube for me. Okay. So I just want to make sure you understand. Okay. I'm keeping it real 100%. This is why I created my consultation service. This is why I have used equipment for sale, because I have to try to figure out a way to make it worth my time. All right. So, because of all these moving pieces that I'm talking to you about, that I'm sharing with you, this also takes a toll on my health. Okay. Because I have to have 10 different things going at once. And that's tough. That's tough to sometimes juggle and deal with and balance. Okay. So um yeah, there you got your I wanted to share that with you. I wanted you guys to get a little closer to me. I wanted to give you more insights as to how I'm doing, and the reasons why. Okay. But I expect 2024 to be a hell of a lot better. Curtis, Jay, last week you said you would pick the Magical S5 MK1 over the Sasha 2, but what would you pick Magic over? No, I would never pick the Magical A5 over the S5. I would never pick the A3 over the S5 MK1. Now, the S5 MK1 is a lot more bang for your buck. The A3 is just too small of a speaker. Okay, I would not do the A3 over the S5 MK1. I know you live in the UK, and so pricing is different over there. But now the S5 MK1 is some more complete speaker. I don't think that the tweeter though of the S1 is S5 MK1 is as refined as the tweeter on the Magical A3. Okay, that much I can tell you. But overall, I still feel like the S5 MK1 is the better buy here. See, when will I reveal my new loudspeakers? Look, the loudspeakers have been here for 3 months. Okay, they're here on the left. You've heard them a few times. The reason why you haven't seen them, as I stated earlier, excuse me, is because I have my Wilsons here. I cannot move my Wilsons. They are completely calibrated and tuned to my listening chair. And so the moment I start to move them around, I break that. And I don't want to risk that synergistic effect, that beautiful feeling that I'm getting through them. I don't want to bring you that yet without having the proper space for the speaker. But I promise you, I will put the Ultra 9s, I will put the Ultra 11s, the Ultra 7s, the Lyras, the Orions, whatever it is. Okay. Hint, hint, I will put front and center. Okay. I promise you. Yeah. Sim audio would be great. The 400s. Yeah. I mean, that could be a good amplifier to buy. If one comes, on the used market, or somebody trades it into me, for another component, yeah, absolutely. I would be willing to evaluate 400s. For now, what you do need to know, okay? See that right there? That's sounding phenomenal, guys. Right now, the Mola Mola is surprisingly good. So I am listening to the Mola Mola. I have been listening to it for the last 7 days. And I want to say that so far, so good. Okay. I will make my formal review of the Mola Mola soon. So stay tuned for that. I know you want to hear my take on it. I've been asked on multiple occasions to give you a review on the Mola Mola Tambaki deck. That's what I have there, the Mola Mola Tambaki. Okay. So you're going to get to hear that in the near future, and my review, of course. What do I think of the MSB S500? Worth the money? So it's right there, right? I have had very limited time with the S500 because I've been doing a lot of traveling lately and been doing more live streams with you guys. I haven't had a moment to listen to it. Uh, Overall, the only 2 hours that I have heard it here, I can say it's a very neutral sounding amplifier. Very neutral. It's got good bass, good vocals, surprisingly, really good vocals. I would love for me to. I wish actually. I wish that I had it an MSB DAC to use with it. I really would love to play with a MSB DAC and this amplifiers to see what kind of results I get. For now, I'm just going to have to use probably another DAC or uh, preamplifier with it. So, but so far, it's a very neutral amplifier. That's what I can tell you so far about the S500. It's really well built too. Really well built. By the way, I did list a lot of items on my website, jaysaudiolab.com. If you are looking to buy a Christmas present for yourself or for your spouse, check out my website. Go to the for sale section and check out a lot of different things that I just uploaded yesterday. Okay. I have a lot more things to upload. Magical M3s that need to be there. I got some magical A subs as well. There is going to be a lot more being listed over the next few days. So be sure to always look at my website, jaysaudiolab.com, and go in there and see the for sale section. There's always something there, I'm sure, that you can use for your system. And no, not all of it is expensive, okay? Some of the stuff is very cheap. Michael, what gives me the most pleasure about this hobby? For me, the most pleasure comes from, number one, sharing this with you guys. That's number one. For me, that's one of the most important things about this hobby is sharing this with you guys. If you guys were not here watching me, I would be out there probably going to the gym, probably doing stuff around the house, and just utilizing my time some other way. But the fact that you all love to see me do what I do and appreciate what I do keeps me going. So that's one of the most important things about this hobby. And pleasure, as far as pleasure, I would say discovering new components and building new relationships. Right now, it's really something that I'm driving hard, which is building partnerships, building relationships, seeing what other products you guys are interested in me bringing, rediscovering even older components from the past. I've been thinking about doing like a blast from the past and bring a component that I haven't used in years and just bring it back to see what it would do today with my current state, with my current room, my electronics. I've been thinking about that. I think it would be fun. But I am very much a gear lover. I've never deviated from that. I've always been very upfront about it. I've always been a gear lover. Music, of course, to me is ultimately the most important thing, but I don't think you need to spend this kind of money to love the music you listen to. Okay. Quite frankly, when it's about the music, I enjoy my music on a $20 set of headphones at the gym. So when it's about the music, it's about the music. I don't think about the equipment at that moment. I am enjoying the music for what it is, the words, the lyrics. If it makes me think about a specific point in time in my life, I really, really feel that when it's about the music, the equipment doesn't even matter, in my opinion. But because this is about the equipment, my channel is about the equipment, my channel is about bringing you top level components. Okay. When I'm being asked, is it about the music? Is it about the equipment? I say, it depends. If it's about the equipment, that means it's because of my YouTube channel. But when it's about the music, I'm not even on YouTube. I'm at the gym. I'm going for a drive. I'm listening out by the pool, on the beach, and I don't even think about the equipment. So it depends. It all depends on my mood. Paul, grounding versus power conditioning. What is my take? Two different things. Power conditioning to me is at the top. It is one of the most important things that oftentimes goes overlooked. Power conditioning cannot be overlooked. If you're trying to build a reference system, you need to always look at your power. You need to always make sure that you have the right outlets. If you cannot have the right outlets because you are renting, because your landlord won't let you, then you need to call me and let's talk about a strom tank. It is very important, okay, very important that you always look at your power before grounding. Okay, grounding to me is one of those things that you do towards the end. You do it when you already have the right amp, the right preamp, the speakers, your source, your turntable. When you have already addressed your macros, the bigger pieces, the most important components, including power conditioning, then you can transition over to the grounding part. Grounding can come at that point. Okay. So I would tell you that I would dare to say that I'd probably leave grounding until the very end when I am like, I have nothing else to spend my money on. It is important. Grounding is not something that I would say needs to go overlooked, okay, because it does bring a significant improvement on the performance of your system, but it will never trump the importance of power conditioning. So, out of the two, make sure you address power conditioning first. Leave grounding for the very end.